Badly tangled matted hair can happen to you. If your hair is tangled, matted, dreadlocked, filled with knots, matted balls or clumps, you do not have to cut your hair at all. People may tell you to, but do not give in or give up on your hair. Contact Tangled Hair Techs today. We care about your hair. We are the solution to detangle any hair type or hair texture with very tangled, matty, knotted hair. We want to save your hair when other hairdressers just want to cut it off.
So, who am I? Hi, I'm Julia. I'm from Brooklyn, and today is day one for my detangling appointment. I work in my community in New York City, and of course, with the pandemic and just life, my hair just kind of got away from me. I was working all over my city, just helping people. I work with education, and all educators know, time for yourself is many times few and far between, and just with the stress of life, getting up in the morning, looking in the mirror, wondering what I'm going to do with my hair. Sometimes the easiest thing to do is just wrap it in a head wrap and just keep it moving. And that's what I kept doing. And, again, with life, day in, day out of life, I just started to forget it and forget it and forget it. Being a woman with natural hair and a lot of natural hair, it's not just wash and go. It's a wash day. You have to sit, comb, deep condition, comb again, and then pray that you find someone that knows your hair enough or knows the styles you like to, give you something presentable. And I don't make a lot of money. I would be low income, and the rent is real. So I would just end up not going to hairdressers. Not just because I couldn't afford it, but it's also time. And sometimes, a lot of times, hairdressers, once you walk in and they see how much hair you have, they, maliciously overcharge you. Or when they do your natural hair, they do it in such a way that it damages your hair. So when you leave the hair salon, you might not even get the style you want, and your hair ends up worse health-wise than before. So I was a little afraid of that. I had a traumatic experience going to the hairdresser once where the lady literally blow dried my hair to the point where it melted at the ends. And that was a little devastating and traumatic for me. And that happened a couple of years ago, so I just never went back to the hairdresser. If I did, it was only for one specific style, and that was it. I did not let them touch my hair. So all of those factors kind of led into me just washing my hair, wrapping it up, and just walking out the house doing what I have to do. And then the pandemic hit, through everybody's life schedule out of whack, including mine. I was stuck at home like everybody else, and a lot of people think, oh, if you had the privilege of working from home, life would be easier. No, life got harder. You were in front of the laptop from sun up to sundown, well into the evening, and by the time you got off, from doing your day job and to deal with you, it's like you're too exhausted. So my hair just got away from me, and then, looking in the mirror, you feel that shame. As personally, just my feelings, like as a black woman, it's like if there's nothing else you should do, it's your hair. And to know that you weren't upkeeping your crown, your pride, it's like it takes away from you as a black woman, in the sense that you don't want to show yourself to society. So there was that point where I kind of shied away from public events or going out with friends, or going out on dates, all those things. You just didn't want to be seen. And everyone has coping mechanisms, so I'm not a crier. I shed a few tears, but I just kept it all inside, and I just said, you know, I'll do it tomorrow. And tomorrow and tomorrow and tomorrow turned into 3 years. It's not something I'm proud of. I know my mom, God rest her soul, one thing she would always look at me and touch my hair. She's like, "Oh, your hair is so beautiful. You should do something with your hair." And I would just like, "Oh, Mom, don't worry about it." And I would never do that. So sometimes that record plays in my head. It's not just I let myself down. In a weird way, I feel like I let my community down. And most important, I let my mom down because I never did my hair. So that's why I'm here today, just to get my crown back. I refuse to cut my hair. I'm not someone that takes no for an answer. I've called around. I started to do my research. I asked my sister to help me out just to find some hairdresser somewhere that's willing to just help me. I didn't really expect any miracles, to be honest. Like, I just wanted help. My hair was at a point where I couldn't comb it out. My hair did get to this point once before, but that was just me experimenting. I had twist in my hair and I was trying to keep the twist in a natural set, so I washed it one time and all of the twists got knotted. And it was like individual ones. It wasn't that bad. It was maybe like for 2 weeks. But, I just spent a couple days crying and combing, watching TV, and I got it done. But this, when I took off my head tie and it's weird. It's like you look at yourself all the time and then there's a time where you see yourself. And I was like, oh my gosh, what have I done? And that's when I knew I needed help. And I just, my sister was looking online. I found this lady on YouTube, and she was doing exactly what I needed. But when I called her, she was charging me like I couldn't afford it. And I called her twice, and she just said sorry. She couldn't do it. So I gave up. But then I stumbled across, my sister sent me this, the Tangled hair text. And she sent me like a little clip of what the ladies were doing. I was like, wow, this is exactly what I needed. And at that point, I was like, you know what? I probably can't afford them either. So maybe I'll try to tackle it on my own. So I just called just to get the hair products. And one thing I noticed about their website was a lot of Bible verses. And I thought it was pretty weird. I was like, what are those little Bible verses on their website? This is for hair. But as I read more about them and what they do, I was like, wow, they're not just doing this for the money. And that's what drew me. I was like, they really do care about women and helping them, get their confidence back and meeting them at the point of their need. And as a community worker, especially in New York, where you see all walks of life come in with all types of problems, people know when you're not being real or not. And just from reading their website and speaking with the ladies on the phone, I was like, they could be real. And I was hoping they weren't going to play me, because I was like, if that happened, I was going to be tight. But I was like, you know what? They're coming to me with faith, so I'm going to step out on faith too. And here I am, day one. And as of right now, this is just a straight up miracle that I'm even here. I'm thankful that I'm here, and whatever help they can give, I'm grateful. So this is day one.
It is always beneficial to save dreadlocks or very matted hair instead of cutting or shaving the hair off. Who wants to wait 3 to 5 years to have their lovely long hair grow back? Shaving off or cutting all your lovely dreadlocks can be painful. There is never an easy solution when it comes to the decision of sitting to detangle dreadlocks or sitting to shave or cut it all off. Tangled hair techs use the Take Down Remover hair detangler product. The best tip is to expect success as we slowly comb out without cutting or shaving your dreadlocks off.
www.hairdetanglerschool.com. Hair has a voice and listens to your voice about caring for it. We are Tangled Hair Techs. Our mission is to help you save your hair. Thank you for watching this detangle video tutorial. You must work to detangle and untangle your matted, tangled hair every day, not every 3 days. Consistency is key. You will also waste the Takedown Remover Detangler product. The hair needs to stay moist. Do not start this detangle process until you are committed to keep working on it. You are worth the work. It's your God-given crown that's of value. When you pull on strands of hair, hold down the base of the hair strand at the roots. It will help strands slide out easier and cause less pain on the hair and scalp. Strands will slide out slowly and smoothly. The Takedown Remover Detangler Cream really moisturizes the matted tangled knots deeply. As you can see, it still requires a lot of effort with the hands. Ultimately, it's truly and really all about love, patience, persistence, and faith in detangling hair. Please do not give up. You are almost there. All things are possible with God. Luke 1:37.
Why we only use the Takedown Remover. As you can see from the pictures, having severely matted tangled hair can make you very sad and even cause depression. It keeps your hair in bondage. Using the Takedown Remover is crucial to saving hair when transitioning from style to style, as well as detangling very matted tangled hair. This product has been in use since 1999. And for our hairdressers, it is the only solution for safe and easy removal of braids, weaves, hair extensions, dreadlocks, and matted tangled hair. With this product, we successfully detangle every head every time. Detangling hair requires patience, persistence, prayer, and faith. Remember, with God, all things are possible. Matthew 19, verse 26.
Okay, so we're gonna be detangling hair today, and her whole head is matted, but it's a lot of hair compacted in, but it's just like in 2 little puff braids. But underneath this little puff, it's a lot of beautiful hair. Okay, so how long was your hair matted, ma'am?
Since last of June.
How did it get matted?
Well, life has been tough, so I haven't really been doing any self-care about myself. So now it look like this.
So what made you not give up and cut all this hair? Because it's so compacted and it's so deep. What made you not give up and not cut it all this time?
It was stressful, and I did think about it, but I was like, I'm not gonna, get my hair cut. So I had to redo my research and find someone that can really do matted hair.
So did you go anywhere else? Did anybody try first?
Yes, I went to my stylist. She claimed that she can do my hair, but what she did was she combed it out, she cut, and I was like, you gonna cut all my hair off and stuff like that? And she was just like, yeah, that's what you're supposed to do. But I was
Wait, she said, yeah, that's what you're supposed to do?
yeah. So I was like, I didn't want to continue on. So
because I know it was someone out there that understand and that do, take care of the matted hair. So I did my research and I've been looking for months, and then I finally found, this place.
Well, are you ready?
I am.
Okay, well, we're gonna get started. So, let me ask you something. Did it take you a long time to find, Tangled Hair Techs to get your hair detangled, or what?
Yes, it took me probably about at least 2 months just to find y'all. I kept on looking and looking, and I said, okay, I'm gonna finally, leave a message, and y'all finally got back with me. But it's best y'all to like do your research. Don't just go to a salon and then they say they do it and then they don't do it, and then you get there and they done cut your hair. You can save your hair. Like, your hair is your crown. Like, don't ever give up. Just keep on doing your research and you will find somebody. And I'm glad I finally did, because it is so stressful to have matted hair.
Well, we're gonna get it done for you. So with all of this hair, we're getting ready. See how much hair it is? Even if I just stretch it like this, you'll see how much hair is coming up. It's a lot of matted hair, so you gotta know how you're gonna start it. Sometimes it hurts even before you start detangling with the client. The client said that back here was hurting. Could you explain why back here was hurting a little bit, even though we haven't started, and where it's matted?
The back is more, it hurt more because I had slept on it so long. It just started to get real tightened up in the back than the top of the head.
Yeah, so matted hair sometimes can start hurting even before we detangle. So you have to be very careful with the client and know how to start. And you might be saying, well, how am I going to start this? Well, we're going to show you how you start and how you would do it. But remember, sometimes it's already hurting before you start. So you got to be very careful with the customer. You're probably wondering how we're going to start. So first, before we start, we put the takedown remover cream on our hair first to make it soft. You got to do that because the hair is very dry. And we soak it on, massage it in the hair. We're doing one half first. We're starting on this half first. You can always already see the hair is getting soft. Now remember, she had a little braid right here. So I didn't want to just start taking out the braid without making it soft. So I just put more of the product on it, just to make it soft. Because remember, the hair is dry, it's been matted for a while. You got to be careful. You don't want to break the hair. We're trying to save the hair. So I'm putting the cream on, then I'm going to pick it out. And then after we pick it out, we'll start.
And then third, and knowing good well, that's not what it is.
How long that is. It's all compacted and beautiful. Inside of it.
Do you know a salon down here?
Okay, so this is our first braid. Look how beautiful and long her hair is. You see how the cream is making it soft? We're getting through it. We're in the middle of it. And then look how long this braid is. Wow. Look at it. Look at her hair, just from her base. And it's all opening up. And the product makes it real juicy and soft. Well, as you can see, we got half of her beautiful hair done. And it's nice and shining and moisturized. And again, this is the product we use to detangle it and give it a lot of nice shine and moisture and softness. So how does it feel to you so far? Did it hurt a little bit? Let everybody know.
It didn't really hurt that bad. It felt good. When she started touching it, it just felt really, really good. But it wasn't really that bad, but I'm glad that it's taken care of. It was quick though.
So we're all finished. Look at this lovely, beautiful hair. Do y'all remember how it looked like when we first started? So, client, tell us how you feel. Has it hit you that it's finished?
I'm happy that it's done. It feels good, relief. I can sleep.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, hi.
Hello.
We're professional hair detanglers. Could you tell us more about yourself today?
Sure. I'm Miss A from the North,
Okay.
and I heard about your service from the internet
Okay.
because I was on a journey to find out how to do something about my hair.
Yeah.
Here I am.
Okay, so how did you get here with your hair?
I got here because there's a certain standard that you should have about your personal grooming. And dealing with natural hair, it was a little difficult for me
Yeah.
in the transition. I tried to take care of it, and I made it worse.
Okay.
And I couldn't find anyone really to help me. What they wanted to do was cut it all off. As a matter of fact, one person told me to start by cutting my hair myself and then go to a barber and have the barber take the rest off and start over.
You didn't want to do that.
Oh, absolutely not.
Got you.
Absolutely not. And this is no shame or shade toward anyone that has short hair. Everyone has to do what's best for themselves. And for me, I always picture myself a certain way.
Right.
And so that's why I'm here.
Okay. I got you. Okay, so could you tell me about how like your hair affected you in your everyday today like events or anything that you like to do?
Right, and the takedown detangler cream that was used, it does not smell bad at all. A little oily, but that's okay. The hair was super dry.
Yes.
But it did not smell bad at
And
all.
your hair is moisturized now.
It's
Shining,
moisturized.
you're shining.
Yes.
How was the shampoo?
Shampoo was great. Oh my gosh.
Felt so good. Massaging it for you.
It was all wonderful.
Well, you look good, Miss A from the North.
Well, thank you.
Congratulations to you. You
Yes,
person.
yes. Thank
beautiful
you. Thank
Saturday.
you.
No problem.
And everybody, if you're out there and you're listening to this, and your hair is tangled and matted, there is a solution. It is Professional Hair Detanglers. Text. It's a wonderful product. They're wonderful people. Don't hesitate to get it done.
Don't.
You must get it done.
Okay.
And call.
Call 1-800. To the rescue. Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Bye, Miss A
Bye.
from the North.
Bye.
Yep.